Hello everyone. So this is the notes on rotations. Now by the end of this we're going to be able to rotate a figure on the coordinate plane. So we're just going to be looking at the coordinate plane and how the x's and y's change. So first off we need our definition sheet and we need to finish off those notes. Now from the Geometry Sketchpad activity that you did, you should have noticed some of these patterns already. Now, a rotation, just to remind you, is a turn. You're turning a figure. And it's when you turn it about a center of rotation. So if you look in this picture, I have the two triangles and I'm turning it about this point. And that's called the center of rotation. Now, if you're rotating at 90 degrees, the y is going to change signs, and then you swap the coordinates. So if you have a point x comma y, you change the sign of the y and then you flip. So let's say I'll give you an example of 3, 2. Now it's going to become -2, 3. Because you change the sign of the y and then you flip the coordinates. For 180 degrees, you just change the signs on both. Okay, so again in the same 3, 2, now this is going to go to -3, -2. You don't swap anything. And for 270 degrees, that's when you change the x and then you swap. Okay, so that's again, if you use 3, 2, now it becomes 2, -3. So the x changes signs and you swap them. So those are the three basic changes that we're going to be doing with rotations. Here's some examples for it. So in this case, we have a figure, and if you don't have this figure drawn, please draw it in, where w, x, y, and z are plotted on your coordinate plane. Now we're rotating it about the origin, okay, so we're always going to be about the origin, the point in the middle, okay, 0, 0, 270 degrees. Well, 270 degrees tells me that I'm going to change x, then swap. Okay, so 270 degrees, change x, then swap the coordinates. So w, okay, is -2, 4. It's going to become 4, 2, because I'm changing the x and then I'm swapping the coordinates. X is 3, 6. It's going to be 6, -3. For y, it's going to be 2, -5. And for z is 0, 0. There's nothing really to change there. 0, 0. So these are my new coordinates that now I'm going to plot. So I plot 4, 2. That's my w. 6, -3. That's my x. 2, -5. That's my y. And 0, 0. You can see my new rotated figure right there. Now for the next ones, I'm doing it for 90 and 180. Well, again, 90, just to remind you, okay, y changes, then swap. Okay, so if I take 7, 7, I'm going to change the y, and then I'm going to swap the figure. So my new f point is 7, -7, 7. G is going to become -2, 9. My H is going to become -2, 3. And my I is going to become -7, 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this original figure, which you should plot, if it's not plotted, and I'm going to graph -7, 7. That's my new F. -2, 9. That's my new G. -2, 3. That's my new H. and negative 7, 5 is my new I prime. And now, as you can see, I have a figure that is rotated 90 degrees. This one, number 2, is 180 degrees. All I do is I change both signs. So my new A is negative 3, 5. Now I change the signs, it's going to be 3, negative 5. I change both signs there. 0, 2 becomes 0, negative 2. And C, negative 5, 1 becomes a positive 5, negative 1. So now when I plot 3, negative 5, 0, negative 2, 5, negative 1, C prime, this is my new figure. So those are the 3 basic rotations that we are just going to concentrate on for the coordinate plane. Please complete the rest of these practice problems on the back side of the sheet and come to me with any questions. Thank you.